Do we want to do a live game?
Sure, yeah, I'm down. Whatever you want.
Do you watch and we talk after? Or do we talk during?
We can do both.
Either one. You're
You can
fine
just
with
ask
either?
me whatever you're confused about in the game. Yeah, no, we can literally do both. Just ask me what you're confused about in the game or what you think you should do if you're not sure. And
Okay.
I'll give some like pointers and then we can
Okay.
go back and look after if there's stuff too.
Yeah, let's not do like helicopter parenting, but try to
Yeah.
see if in the moment I can ask some of the big questions. So I'll play on Discord mute, but you'll be on the call and you'll be watching live, and I'll unmute to speak for some things, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. No, you know the right way to improve.
Great.
A lot of people think coaching is like I sit here and I tell you everything you should be doing, but like that's not really what improving is.
Am I against
And you crack
Malphite?
up. Yeah, that's Malphite.
He gets a lot of armor, I've heard.
Yeah, but you're gonna go cleaver, so that's okay.
Press the attack.
Yeah, that's fine. I take overgrowth.
Okay.
That's fine. Save. Okay, so here's where like having a bit of a wider champ pool can be helpful because your team is all AD, which is like not really ideal, especially against Malphite. But honestly, team comp is never gonna be. Well, I shouldn't say never. For the most part, it's not gonna be why you lose games
Yeah.
until you hit like more higher ranks.
So if I'm gonna add 1 second champ, it needs to be ability power based.
Doesn't have to be, no. You can just pick whatever, honestly,
Could be good.
and you can make it work. It could be good to have that flexibility, but like this situation is pretty rare, I'd say, where your whole team just picked AD.
Should I walk here?
Yeah, I would play to just fuck him at level 1. I'd just
Okay, then I'm
walk
gonna go
up on him.
Gonna go
Try and
right
take
to the
him with
top
space.
bush. Would I ever?
It's good to sit in the river, though. It's good to sit in the river for a little first and see if they're like trying to invade through that path.
No, I want to meet him here if he's
So
here.
I would have just sat.
He's not here. Okay. Going to the river.
What you want to do is you want to sit in the river bush and then cut like an aggressive path to that third bush and then sweep all the
see.
bushes.
I see.
Because then you would cut at him from an angle and he wouldn't be able to run from you.
Ah. Okay. Makes sense. Technically, there could be 4 people here.
Yeah, flip it. Pretty rare.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, and then if he was in this bush, then you would cut him off and maybe be able to land your E.
Okay. I'm just operating under the assumption that I'm stronger. Actually, I'm gonna mute so I can focus on the laning a bit, and I'll ask Q's.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you can. This is definitely a matchup where you can fuck him over the first 2 melees.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, guys. Watching him.
Chaos will set you free.
He's pretty low. It's pretty good. Maybe I shouldn't have ignited. All right. But now I have to push fast. To crash it. Oh shit, I'm not pushing fast. He's back already. Shit. I think Poe said I can go for a ward now. But he's pushing this from so far. Ouch. Yo! I splashed him with the shotgun. Shit. I have no idea what his abilities do, by the way, so I don't even know what he can do against me. He's not casting any abilities from what I can tell. Oh, that was an ability. Analysis?
We can talk about it after. The wave was in a bad spot. It was like perched up under his turret. Remember that refill potion?
Yeah, I just remembered.
It's fine. Here, you can just blame your own jungler. You did nothing wrong.
No, I'll have to... Should he be soaking the XP there?
No, it's fine for him to clear.
Should I E a second time? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Alright. This was pretty bad XP loss for me.
Fine. Who got the kill? Not your lane, not your problem.
Yeah.
I am stronger than man, stronger than machine. I am an idea.
Level 5. He put vision here.
Yep.
The fortunate will be the first to fall.
I definitely use E to tank a turret shot if you see it's gonna hit you. Just for the
Okay.
shield.
Okay. I'm casually taking it.
Yeah, you are.
Feel this. The pain will prove useful later. You will thank me between the screens.
Your team has slain the Chemtech Drake. Nice. He's still level 5. Did I actually just let him see us? This feels like a good back timing.
No, careful. He's holding the wave here. You can't.
Oh yeah, that's true. It should have crashed. I should have been hitting him when he does that, right?
Yeah.
What's his ult?
He knocks you up.
Okay.
Unstoppable. Unstoppable force.
Oops.
We will rise from the rubble.
Little Urgot Malphite babies. It did not crash again, so I can't go back?
No, that you're okay to recall now. You could also just stay. Basing's fine.
I like the gold amount for the
I've
full
never played
phage.
LOL, but for now I'm watching
Yeah, it's not
Robo
bad.
Asmodon versus Crystallized Dehaka.
Yeah.
That's like a moderately. That's just like an okay base. Just basing like right on the cannon wave because you miss the melees, you're gonna get the cannon.
XP anyway,
Most
right?
likely. Yeah. And here, what I would be doing is like spamming your team to run because Malphite is coming, and you're not gonna be there.
Oh. I just looked at the minimap. Why would I be there?
Good ward timing.
I think I should shove this.
Yep. Shoving is good because you don't know where the fuck Malphite is. Maybe he's gonna miss all the CS, and you need to get the wave in. Yeah, flex on him, flex on him. His ult's probably down. Oh, Nocturne's here. All in, all in, all. Not enough juice, not enough juice.
Yeah. Do I hide on the tower? Okay, Nocturne's not gonna stay. I think I can stay because Malphite has no mana.
Potion.
What?
Yeah,
oh,
you can stay, and you should have been chugging these potions the whole
Yeah,
time.
true.
Yeah, you want to build the habit of just like popping it as soon as you're in combat.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Unlucky.
I'd shove it, I'd shove it, I'd shove it.
Yeah.
You know Malphite had a base. You don't want to just give up a full
Because he had no mana, yeah.
Yeah.
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
B. Nice.
An enemy
Yeah.
has been slain.
I would go for a boots and a ruby crystal.
Yeah, that's fair. Finishing this cleaver is a big priority, I'd say.
Okay.
But boots
Yeah.
is okay to dip into.
Because I didn't have enough for a pickaxe, and I didn't super rate the Kindle gem.
Yeah, glowing mode isn't too useful of a component to have as Urgot.
Yeah, that's what chat keeps saying.
So you know about toggling?
For W, 3-1, 3-1, yeah.
Yeah. So here, it's always weird when someone's just not getting creeps. I would ping missing and be like, ping my mid laner to be careful. Oh yeah, they're killing your Viego. You can't match this. I would just shove the wave
Okay.
An ally has been slain.
and be ready to mute your jungler.
They're all muted by default.
The pings too. The pings.
Who's their Nocturne? Is Nocturne Invis?
No. Careful, he's got a double buffs.
Oh, double buffs. No, I'm scared.
What?
You said he has double
You're
buffs.
strong.
You said he has
Well,
double
yeah, but-
buffs.
Okay, I think you could have flipped him. Remember, level advantage. Especially
Yeah,
level 9 for Urgot is very big spike. And your jungler conveyed that he ulted, so he's no ult.
I see. But I muted him.
But he pinged that the ult is down.
Okay.
And also you can assume that if he rotated to a play and it worked, that a champ like Malphite had to ult, because otherwise he has no way to contribute.
I see.
Chug that potion. You got 2 charges.
I feel like I'm
Just want to point out
insanely,
because of
insanely up by
you
CS.
made good decisions. Yeah, you made good decisions. You're up a full level still, even though he got like a couple random kills. That's how important CS is.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah.
All right, we got to recall. We got to recall. We got to recall. How much is Cleaver?
I don't have enough. I need, I think, 1600. 15.
An ally has
It's
been
unfortunate.
slain.
I think you might have to base here though.
Enemy double kill.
Undo. So I would sell the
Yeah.
refill potion here and buy a pickaxe. Undo. It upgraded your ruby to Kindle gem.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's get to change. Pickaxe.
Yeah. So the really nice thing about refill potion is the sustain is so helpful throughout these early minutes of the game, and then when you're done with it, you can just sell it and get a decent amount of value back.
Yeah. Sunfire Aegis. Yeah, I think this is the same one that Ornn takes. Tank champ.
Yeah. So I'd say you're not going to be able to kill this guy till you get Cleaver. So I'd really prioritize just farming Cleaver
Okay.
here.
I should have used this and froze this.
No, at this point you don't really want to freeze. Here I'd just be pushing. Freezing is more like early game
Okay.
type of beat, I'd say.
And also, he's rotating, so it feels kind of good to...
Right, he's rotating for Drake, so you want to be nailing his turret if he's just opening the lane like this.
Yes.
Good toggling. You're better than I am at this.
No.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm bad at stuff like this. That's why I play League and not, that's why I never played Warcraft.
No,
Can't do
League
things
has
like
more difficult mechanics than Warcraft 3.
Really? Go, 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 go! Your team is here!
Yeah. I saw it, I just wasn't sure how we're gonna do it. Yeah, just ult the tower, right? Bart is a tower diver.
Right. Nice. Yes, sir! Flash and get the fear.
Can I still get him if they have a slow?
Fine. Push the wave, it's too far now. Yeah?
I have Black
Go,
Cleaver,
go,
by
go,
the way.
TF's ulting.
What?
Yeah, but you gotta, if you can get the wave in, if I don't think you can take the tier 2. I think you base, yeah. I think you base.
It's not worth getting some damage? Okay, I'm gonna test it.
Okay, I usually feel like this is not worth it. But if they're brainless and they don't defend, okay, because now your recall is getting fucked. He can just keep pushing you back.
No. I'm fine. What do you think about
It's
this
one of those
ward?
plays that can sometimes work. The lane
Isn't this
ward, not bad.
great?
Honestly, not bad.
Okay. Isn't this great, the amount of damage I did?
This can pay off. It's kind of a... it can pay off, it cannot pay off. I like that you go for it, though. I like that you have the confidence to go for that.
Okay.
This can easily pay off in the next turn if you're able to just crack the turret.
Crack the turret. Yeah. I should have gone Mercury Treads for Kaisa.
Mercury Treads for the TF stun and the Nocturne Fear and the Sona ult, I'd say. Because
Yeah,
Plated Steel
tenacity.
Caps is really good versus auto attackers, but they don't really have,
This is a knowledge gap.
like...
I decided it because we were talking about other things, and I don't know what their damage type is. So
Okay, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
I was planting my ward.
The wave is there.
No, I was
You don't have a
planting my. No, I know. I just find out.
In any case, the timing to ward is never like right now. It's always after you get the wave in. Because when Malphite is grouped like this, you want to... This wave could be 15 seconds faster. 15 seconds to that
Oh.
glorious tier 2 gold.
Oh, you mean for the making it faster?
Yeah. Think about it. You could already be hitting the tier 2.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
You're gonna get it now, though. Your earlier plan may have played off. Oh, I guess not. Nice E.
I don't know
Look
what
how
he
much
does.
pressure you're drawing. This is great. TF ghosted to get to you.
Oh my God.
He has a stun. You're fine. Hug left. Hug left. Good buffer.
Yeah. I'm dead. So
All right, you did what you could do there. Honestly, that was good. You did what you could do there.
yeah.
And now, you push bot. Your team gets bot here, so it's not
Oh.
even that bad.
Okay. Yeah, but I lose my top
Good job.
tower.
Fine, it is what it is.
Yep.
They're not even pushing it.
Only
Okay,
Sona
here's-
is pushing it.
Here's the part of the game where it can feel awkward to have ignite, because it's like you want to keep farming out top, and But
Yeah.
you don't have TP for Dragon, which is spawning. So that can be what feels bad with TP.
Yep. That makes me overgroup Ignite.
Uh-huh.
Smolder had a decent-ish game. Not too far behind, and she scales well, so I've been told.
Yeah.
Urgot looking
Smolder?
kind of hot.
I'm a Smolder hater. I don't think the champ scales for anything.
Oh, really?
Bad champ in my eyes, yeah.
I overthought it.
You're fine.
He was CCing me. Yeah. I missed everything. Feels pretty good. What the hell? What? They have so many
spell shield.
CC effects, I don't know.
Yeah, he has a spell shield. He just popped Lincoln's.
No, 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 let me go! Oh, flower. Okay, so I'm thinking push one wave. They're never gonna expect the 1 HP Urgot to push a wave.
No, you have to base. It's way too deep. Grubby, you have to base.
But... Okay.
Okay, do your thing. No, I'd love to see.
No, I saw someone coming. I saw Malphite coming here. Or Twisted Fate. I missed so many abilities. GG. Oh. Wait, who did that? Viego? Where?
Yep.
Oh, this guy.
Yep, that guy.
Twisted Fate is their mid. Then to leave. And then E-Flash.
One good habit to build, I don't even know if you know what all the items do yet, is to just like press tab and check what items the guy you're up against has. In this case, he has like so much move speed, so
Yeah, I just saw
unlikely
4%.
you'll be able to catch him.
Right, okay.
Swifty's an RFC. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yoinked. Oh,
Yoinked.
he's angry. He's angry. He's angry. Look at him.
He's very
He's
mad.
boiling right now. He's boiling.
Yeah.
He... Oh. Oh. Yes.
All for a creep steal.
All for a stolen wolf. League players are so fragile mental.
Yeah.
You took his wolf and he cracked.
The two of them just... Why, you little... This is where I
You
kill the
just
tower.
know he's typing some absolutely heinous stuff in his team chat right now, too. He's literally fuming.
Hopefully in all chat. Can you see replay chat?
No,
If-
only in all chat, I think. You're a smart man. You've already learned to mute everyone in the game. It's very unconstructive.
Hey, he got bigger.
Could be sketchy if you walked up a little. Cancel your
Yeah.
base, but you're fine.
I agree. Oh, I didn't think about my item. I always just get the same items because it's too much to think about. This seems so good. So much resist and health.
Jack Shoe. Yeah, I know this is what a lot of people go. Recently, there has been some discourse about whether this is even a good item or not
Really?
as a third item because it's based off your bonus armor and magic resistance, and it only applies after 5 seconds. So the value of the active is not really anything big, but it does give you HP, armor, and MR, which is a rare stat
Yeah.
profile to have.
Well. So here I'm thinking I should go. Well, I showed it's garbage. Viego's not here. You know what? I'm baiting my team to fight. I should just go top again. But not through their jungle.
No, it's like kind of fine to be grouped here because your sideways are already in, and then you can like look to try and play off of things like this.
But
while your
Viego's my
jungler is
best.
basing. Yeah, no, that's actually a very good mentality to have, to just play when your strongest player is there and otherwise chill.
Your turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain.
Going tier 3s. 1, 2, 3. There's 2 people coming from me. I can kill them. Yeah, we got a tier 3, so that should be better.
I would all in that TP, man.
Really? I
Just
wasn't
flip them right
sure
as you
how
drop.
many more people were coming.
Okay, now you may be dead. Sorry, did I bait you?
No, it's fine. Oh, he was very close to
So
dying,
close.
Nocturne. Yeah. I didn't do any W toggling there.
Yeah, I think you would have had that.
Yep. Yeah, I can see why you say you would have all in him there, and of course you didn't say now try to get him, so it was not your bait. Though I guess I was influenced, but it was my choice. But I can see why you would say you would have all in him there because it's still a one-on-one.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, your Viego stole Baron.
Oh wow! Hot damn! Wait, can we end off of this?
This was
Double kill.
5 dead. There's a wave there, possibly. Yeah,
If I had-
yeah,
if I
5
had
dead.
tele-
Yeah.
If I teleport for sure.
All thanks to your bait on top lane just now. All this happened.
Has destroyed a
Top feels not good for me here. Just join team. Agree?
Yeah, I mean the game might just be over right now.
Yeah, especially if they walk up alone again.
has destroyed a turret. Your team has
Actually, there's no creeps to tank. Yeah, I would just play with the team here. Probably take Drake on the exit. Maybe able to push up bot. Oh,
I'm
maybe
thinking-
you go for the end here.
Joining team is
Okay, we
possibly
go
a
for that
damage
idea.
mitigation mechanic too.
Yeah. Here you ping everyone to back because like the game's about to be thrown if you guys get wiped here.
Can't Nocturne just alter?
Yeah, no one got picked off from Nocturne or TFL. Wow.
That's pretty good. Maybe they just used it and they respawn and it's not back yet. Getting in position for the dragon. But we're late and I wasted a ward on something that doesn't matter. Smolder is now
It's probably
backing
a
out.
give. Smolder spacing.
Yeah.
You can try and fight 45 anyway for fun.
Yeah. Not that fun, but. Oh, okay. Okay. It's a
Okay,
portal.
GG.
Could be GG. Nice.
been slain.
Oh, that's fun.
It's over.
Wait, why is Nocturne top?
Because you took his wolf.
Discord on the enemy team.
Turret has been destroyed.
I'm not even kidding. Some players, they just go absolutely crazy over something like that.
Because you took his wall. Okay. Well, that was great.
Okay, nice game. A lot of takeaways.
Yes.
I think I opened my EU account so I can
Yes.
pull up the thing.
Yeah, I think we can get a lot more out of it if we also VOD review, replay review.
Yeah, I'll share my screen now.
That's my first creep steal, by the way.
Yeah, first time you stole a camp?
Yeah, I've tried before, but I've never got it like that.
Okay. Does that work?
I am gonna watch. Yes, works.
Okay. So yeah, this is like a pretty cool path to take. Just to like sweep all the bushes and see if you can get something going at level 1. Like even before creep spawn can be huge for the lane. And then here, I would have just eat him immediately because he walked up to the bush. He's not respecting the fact that you can be in this bush.
Yeah.
So here I would have autoed and then eat immediately. Like here he's in your range.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you walked away maybe because you're scared that did you feel like he's strong at level 1?
No, I thought the creeps will hit me, and it may make it an unworthy trade.
No, pretty much any trade you can hit the E like this at level 1 is going to be really big for you.
Yeah.
So here I would have auto-E'd, and then you would have got another passive proc, and that would have been like pretty big chunk to start the lane.
Okay, I thought he had a vision ward in the bush now. How come the minions attacked me while I'm in the bush? Were they just finishing
Because you
their
attack
attack?
while you're in the bush,
Oh.
and that reveals you.
Okay, question. If I attack outside of the bush and then instantly walk in, I instantly turn invis, they don't look anymore. But when I attack from inside the bush, it's not just me that's revealed. Is there area around me revealed?
Yes.
If I had a bard standing next to me and I attack from bush, do they see the bard?
They would see the bard, yeah.
Okay, and that is potentially a lingering vision. Because normally, if minions attack me, I go into the bush, it insta despawn vision. But when I attack from in the bush and I go out and then in again, they may still see me.
Yes, for like a second.
Yeah, okay, I think that's what I noticed.
Okay. Here, this was good. I thought he was going to die here, honestly. You had this guy on the ropes. This guy's in a completely fucked up position. So here,
Yeah.
I would have warded the bush and auto him instead of just walk in and check, because you could have been still autoing him this whole time.
Yep.
But here, you accidentally autoed a creep. So here, you could have autoed
Accidentally.
him a few more times already.
Yep. I would have 2-3 more autos
And
than
then-
I have.
Yeah, and then here, you canceled an auto, which is also not ideal.
Yep.
And then the angle at which you flipped him also didn't really get much distance on him. I mean, ideally, you want to flip him in a way where it creates max distance.
I see.
It was still good, but these small things make it so that this isn't a kill, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I think this could have been a kill if you played it like frame perfect.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's okay to let him base. It's okay to let him stay, too. I think either is fine, because he can't buy anything anyway. This is like just a bad base for him. He can just stay with D-Shield, in my opinion. Oh, here I would absolutely not have hard shoved. Here, like, your reward for this play and him having to TP back is you should be slowly denying all the CS by just last
Yes.
hitting. So queuing the wave here and pushing fast was bad.
I thought I could make it crash on time. I could not.
Yeah, not even close.
No. And in fact, the wave is almost balanced.
Mhm.
It will be
And then
imbalanced.
now all these creeps are low,
Yeah.
and you have to last hit them. And then I'd say now is a great time to base,
Really?
because you're not losing anything by going to ward right now. Or what did I say? Now is a great time to go ward.
Oh. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, because you want to ward on a timing where you're not giving up CS and you're not giving up any pressure in the lane. And here he's like not in the lane, and you're not going to miss any CS because this wave is full HP. So now is when I would go ward.
I think I still wanted to shove Crash, but it's
Okay.
not gonna work.
That's fine too, if you want to just push the Crash. You just have to make sure that he doesn't hold the wave here. Because this was actually really good what he did. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but it ended up being really good for him what he did.
Yeah, he did it
Now
on
you
purpose.
go ward.
We're not that bad in gold. He held it.
Okay. Yeah, and now you're in an uncomfortable position where you have to be very extended forward to CS.
Yeah, for a long
And in
time.
this position, even when you have a ward, if you're this far up, there's a chance, like most champs, they can just chase you down anyway. You know, like they can cut a diagonal path, show on the ward, and cut you off.
Yep.
And this all happened because you let him hold the wave here.
Yep. Yeah.
Whereas you want the wave to be meeting neutral here when you reset the wave.
When he's holding it, I just need to be hitting him. There's no way he can stand even for a second. But I just started leaving to ward. Actually, for the amount of benefit I get from wards, but this is because of lack of skill. I don't look at the minimap enough. I am griefing myself a lot for ward timings. Like every game, you have something major to say about how I literally lost
like
my whole team the game because I warded at the wrong time. It's true.
It's like a very subtle thing, but it can have a big game impact. And then here, we talked about it later, but it's good if you accidentally take a shot to just soak it with the E, better than taking a full turret shot.
Yeah, I didn't think you're going to say that. So when you said it, I stored it as a novel new habit.
Uh-huh. And a pretty common gank timing is around this timing. This is like the most common gank timing in the game. Is the jungler just cleared all his camps around like 3:30ish, and then he's either gonna do the scuttle crab when it spawns at 3 minutes 30 seconds, or he's gonna gank a side lane. This is like the most common gank timing in the lane. So from now, or like maybe even slightly before this, because some junglers clear really fast. From now till like the next minute is the most common time that side laners get ganked, because it's right when the jungler's done with his first full clear, and he's either going to gank right before he does crab, if he feels like he can get a free kill, or he finished crab, and then he's going to gank before he resets and does all his camps again.
Yes. So I've been told this is a good recall time because you've made yourself scarce during a time jungler tends to gank. But is that true, in your opinion?
Yeah, you can just get completely off the map, or you can, you know, play to your limits. If the wave was in a better spot, if you didn't allow him to freeze, and then, you know, an ideal scenario would be like maybe you bait their jungler to gank you, and you're smart, and you have a ward, and your wave is in a good spot, so you can't get ganked. He's like, okay, damn, I just wasted time. I'm gonna recall here. Then you Q him, and you delay his recall even more. Then that's putting pressure on a player, and, you know, making him late for his next cycle of camps, which can have really big ramifications throughout the game. Maybe he gets invaded, maybe he's slower to the next play, maybe he gets tilted because his base got cancelled and his play didn't work.
I never see jungle invades yet. Like, I've never seen mid or support go with our jungler to... But maybe it's because I missed it. Maybe it happened.
I think there was some stuff going on in the game. And then here... Yeah, I mean, the best thing you can do is just try and fix your wave, honestly. Try and trade kill, but this just looks losing. And so here, you know, I think you could have been in a bad spot if they just held the wave. He could just recall and keep it as a freeze. This is like whatever that they did too. But, you know, it's still okay in the end. Okay, another ward timing right now.
I'll miss one crit,
Technically,
maybe.
you could just get reganked.
Yeah, it could be regained.
Probably
He could
not
be,
when the
could
wave
be-
is coming here.
he could be camping here.
Yeah, if you're like a Giga Chad, you can just play without warding and then absorb the gank. I don't think you would die. 'Cause you're full HP. But that was like a ward timing. Now I would definitely... Oh, we saw him bot side, so this is fine. Again, I would have
saw
soaked
that
the
too,
E.
for sure.
You're not bad at like weaving in harass under the turret when they're trying to CS. One thing I would have done differently is I would not have started just like auto pushing this next wave. I would have done that trick we talked about the last game where you just leave all his creeps full HP. and then
yeah.
like walk into the bush and then
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
all 6 creeps. Then the lane is slow pushing to you,
Yeah.
which makes him have to walk up into your zone to CS, which is what you want.
Yeah.
Because now the lane is pushing again towards him, and he can just kind of do whatever he wants. He didn't have to give you range to either.
Right. That's not something I earned. Random ignite for poke damage. Every
Yeah, you had some
time.
cool ignites this game.
Every time on cooldown. Ignite
Uh-huh.
poke. It always works. Here I did the
so here-
opposite of getting them together from the left bush. I made his wave
Yeah.
loose, so I've made it bad again by pulling the 2 footmen to the right.
At this point, I feel like you can keep this guy permanently jailed in lane, or make him lose a lot if you just hard shove this wave. Like now, when they're 1 HP, chunked out, no mana, and he has no mana regen either, he doesn't have D-Ring, my mentality would be, okay, he's fucked, and they can't set up a play on me because he's he's like 1 HP.
Yes.
I want to pressure as hard as I can. How can I deny the maximum? How can I get the maximum? And here the maximum would be just shove this wave as hard as you can, as fast as you can,
Yes.
and just keep pummeling these waves into his turret so that he either has to stay at 1 HP, 1 mana, and try and last it under turret, which is hard,
Yes.
or recall and miss everything.
So this is another grief word in a way.
Yeah, this is like a minor thing, but yeah, you definitely wanted to like hard push this, I think. Because now it's like he got back to lane and he didn't really miss a crazy amount, and you didn't get crazy ahead.
Yep. I would say he did a pretty good job of limiting, for the most part, to be in a very vulnerable position. He played very scared, but he still got some CS, more than he deserved. But
Yeah, most tank players will kind of play in this way, where they're just like kind of play to be conservative and not do anything too volatile.
Not sure what I was doing
One
now.
really big thing to think about... Oh, you based for Fature. One really big thing to think about is actually 8-minute grub timing.
Right. Okay, I do not... Can we rewind?
A lot of games... Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe you shouldn't base. Because you are sitting on a lot of gold here. This is just all kind of awkward and compounded off the fact that you didn't hard shove the cannon wave from over here. Because if you hard shove the cannon wave from over here, then this situation is going to be winning ultimately. Ultimately, this will be a winning situation for you if you hard push. The 2 ways this can play out is either he stays at 1 HP forever, in which case you have prio for grubs, and you're better and stronger than Malphite. Or if he just based, then you base, and then you're back in lane, and then you can secure prio again right before grubs.
Right.
This is like pretty advanced. Like setting up a good recall timing right before grubs is like not something I would expect from a gold or plat or even like a diamond player.
I'll do it
But,
soon.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah,
at
you'll
6
get there.
minutes, takes me 35 seconds to clear one wave. Then I'm doing a slow one again. I end up trying to make a play on him. No. Now it's 7 minutes. Then I walk away to recall, but a little bit indecisive.
And then now he held the wave.
Now he held
Now
the
he
wave.
held the wave,
again.
and then it's like, oh, I kind of have to stay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then so you got put in a position where it kind of feels bad. Like it kind of feels bad to stay here with so much gold in your pocket, but it would kind of feel bad to base 2 and then just have 0 prio for grubs, which is funny because now grubs is up and you have to catch this wave. Like if you don't catch this wave and you go straight, that's like very weird too to give 2 waves. So you got put in a lose-lose situation because you didn't push that wave way back when.
Oh, yeah.
What I do here when I'm in a position like this is I just spam ping like, please don't fight. You know, because it's good for their top laner to move, but it's bad for you to move. And like, probably your whole team's gonna die anyway, but at least you tried. Is my mentality.
Yeah. Wow, I actually didn't know that I caused this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was sort of losing anyway, but Malphite being there did make a huge difference, I think, yeah.
Yes. Imagine how many people would just blame jungler when actually I was responsible for this.
So many, bro. Dude, I can tell you're gonna go far in this game. The accountability is good stuff. Because most players, yeah, they just blame. One thing you can look to do in this sort of situation, though, where they expended a lot of resources making the play, you can assume if their top laner moved to a play and a lot of kills happen, that they use their big cooldown, even if your teammates don't ping it. In this case, he has no ult, and he's like a full tank, so maybe you can't kill him, but different game, different champs, different game situation.
Sure.
It's generally a good rule of thumb to like try and really pressure 1v1. If they move to a play and then they're like chunked out, low mana, use big CDs, use flash. So I don't think this was a case where you could have done anything too big, but... Oh, small mechanical thing. I'll just point out everything. Small mechanical thing. When you're about to get feared, fearing pushes you away from the guy you're getting feared from, in which case it's going to push you to his turret. But if you flash to the opposite side right before you get feared, it will push... You'll like slowly walk to safety, kind of. So that can help cheat a little extra movement in some situations.
I was only marginally aware that he has a fear. I think this is the first time I realized. I don't see the wind up. I didn't know when he's going to click it. It feels random. I experienced it twice, fearing from him, but still have no thought about how I'm going to counterplay it. But that makes sense if I can anticipate it. Nocturne has a fear. This is a good time for him to use it. Maybe I see the wind up. And then, yeah, flash over it. Makes sense.
This is another thin margin here. I know here you wanted to base, which makes a lot of sense because you're 1 HP, 1 mana.
Yeah.
You know, you have nothing up. And you're like, maybe he'll come back in time. But TP is really slow before 10 minutes, before it becomes unleashed TP. So you had all the info here to know that you can push this. Nocturne exited the lane and Malphite base because he was 0 mana and really chunked as well. So here, I yelled at you to stay.
Yeah.
If you can cheat an extra wave here and there, that can end up being big throughout the game.
Yes.
Because this is like a 2-wave difference. You got 1 more and he lost 1 more. It's not just like you got 1 more.
Ah, 2-wave swing.
Yeah.
I like swinging.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's worth twice as much.
Yeah, nothing you can do here. You can't really... A lot of players have the tendency to like guiltily rotate.
Yeah.
You know, like they'll feel guilty, like, oh, Malphite was there, and they'll like guiltily walk over to the scene of the crime. And then,
guiltily 1v2
really
suicide
what would
now.
happen if you did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would probably just get chunked out or die, and then you wouldn't get this wave. The right thing to do here is to just like, your teammate has to take the L, and you get your wave in.
When I have chat on, I would have been emotionally manipulated or emotionally manipulate myself to go for a possible suicide run after I missed a window to help. But with chat off,
Yeah.
I can actually make rational decisions. And I'm not constantly worrying about how to placate the emotions of my teammates. I do think I'm missing something.
Exactly.
I'm missing some of the the fun of communication of team games, and maybe I missed some good call-outs, but I think I gained so much more. It's kind of lame, because I think a past version of myself would have hated the lack of teamwork that is a result of muting everyone, but it's such a superpower.
Yeah, I think you phrased it in a really good way. I play with my chat muted pretty much every game as well.
Wow.
Yeah. Unless I'm like playing on my account at the top of the ladder, but
Where everyone is
then-
emotionally
I mean-
stable.
well, a little better than like people that just like randomly freak out over the most minor stuff.
Yeah.
Here we talked about how you really need to hit your cleaver, and like normally, if the game has been going well, the early game, you won't really be in this position where they have a fuck ton of armor and you're like, wow, I still don't have cleaver yet. Like ideally, what you want this to look like is like, I have cleaver first, and they don't even have enough armor yet. But even if they do have enough armor yet, I have the shred. So this is like a result
shred?
of all the bad stuff that happened early.
What's shred?
The armor shred from Black Cleaver.
Actually, I don't really know what it does.
You don't know what Black Cleaver does? It shreds
I thought-
their armor.
I thought it gives damage and movement speed. And health.
Yes, but the most important part of it is that it treads armor. So it is like a must-buy item as Bruiser versus Tank. It's like the must-buy item.
Is stacking shred?
Here you want to... It's stacking shred, yeah. And Urgot applies it so fast because every tick of his W applies it.
Nice.
Here you were like, maybe I should freeze, but honestly, at this point in the game, I don't really love to freeze because this is the phase in the game, especially as like playmaking tanks, they can just like do stuff around the map. And the advantages that you start to accrue from freezing are more minimal. Like each individual CS is not worth as much as the game goes on, right?
The amount of damage I have is more suitable to chunk towers than at minute 6. The potential power he has to rotate and get important objectives or important kills is greater than at minute 6. So freezing gets worse by comparison. Makes sense.
Here, I was surprised to see you back off because this is just 3v1. And what I always think about when I'm doing a tower dive is how do we succeed this dive? Who has the CC? Who brings the CC? How is their guy going to survive it?
Yeah.
So if you consider all the factors, well, he just used his W, which is his only CC ability, so that's down. So he's pretty defenseless.
Okay,
he's no flash. He has exhaust. Generally, 3v1 is going to be winning, though. Generally, 3v1 versus squishy target is going to work.
Can I be honest? Like I didn't see them as fast as you did, and when I saw them, I have to think for a few seconds.
Yeah, that's fine. But if you're in a situation, you kind of want to think about how is the fight going to play out. Yeah. Well, I'm sure you kind of know that from Dota already, but like here you can surmise like, oh well, we'll probably need to hit some sort of CC.
Well, actually, I watched the replay yesterday. I watched the replay yesterday at high level Bard, where they always do this and they just ult the tower.
Yeah. And another big consideration is who needs to tank.
Me.
You as a top laner usually have HP bar to play with, so it's not a bad idea for you to tank, but sometimes it can be better for the support to tank or someone to tank.
Yeah, I can tank like 4 shots here, no problem.
Another thing too, which didn't really matter here, but throughout the game, you should always think about using your spells when they're CC'd, because your skills are super high impact on Urgot, but they're really easy to dodge if the player is expecting it. So you want to be hitting the E as they're CC'd, or you want to be ulting a guy who is already CC'd.
Yeah.
Because Urgot is very like all or nothing depending on whether his E or his ult hit.
Yeah. I did.
Yep, you got it. This was good. Good play. I like the flash to apply the fear. It's good to see that you know that.
Yeah. But we didn't kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing to consider here is like, this guy is just running away the whole time. Am I really gonna catch up to this guy if I keep walking at him, or should I just take what's right in front of me, which is this wave? And I would have gone for the wave a bit faster, but
I may eventually.
I mean, sometimes chasing can pay off.
Maybe allies have a slow.
Yeah, you made it there.
Oh, they killed him actually.
This turret chunk can be sus. In this case, I think it paid off big, but usually I call this sort of play, this is bad for tempo, because what TF can do if he's really good is, push this wave and really just, he could technically just keep walking down the lane and just delay your base until you have to base all the way here. And then he stands here and he just like cues the bush again. And then you're like, okay, fuck. Now I need to recall here. And then it's like you've burned 30 seconds to a minute because you wanted to like chunk their turret, which didn't even have a payoff yet.
Yeah.
But in this case, it kind of paid off.
Oh yeah, that's where I warded with 132 left on my ward.
Yeah. In any case, it wasn't really a great timing to ward because the next wave is here. I mean, I always just look at where my creep is going to be.
Yeah.
But this is a position where you want to catch this like way up here, and then you can walk in and ward without like losing time. Yeah. Like you want your wave to be pushing constantly.
This was a great int opportunity for 0 reward by me. I go in jungle. There's 2-3 people missing on the enemy team. It may have been warded from a previous recent altercation. I don't have a ward. There's nothing for me to do there. And I'm late to push my wave into the tower, which I don't think I fully thought about it. That I need to be there on
the
the wave
idea is like
ASAP?
you want Malphite to either be stuck here, just dealing with you 1v1, or when he moves, he needs to lose the maximum, and he's just gonna lose even more if you just start slamming the wave in as fast as you can every single time.
No. I think I died for this, right? Oh no.
Nope. But this was like, so that small decision here to go ward instead of pushing the wave faster actually made it so that you didn't push the turret. Because
Yeah.
if you had a few more seconds on this turret, you could have just killed the turret.
That's
And
true.
then that's like 800 more gold in your pocket, which can be a big swing.
Yep. Can you see my gold on this replay?
Yeah.
How much? Oh, I see.
Here, I would have died here too. Whatever. Take a death.
Yeah. In these moments, I try to get one kill if I can.
Yeah. Here you're just like, all right, whatever. 3 top. And then, we got the objective on bot.
I love about
Sure.
League how it is great to play on opposite sides of the map. It's more true in League than in HOTS or Dota.
To
Or
play
at
on the
least-
opposite side of the map.
Yeah, as your other team members. I mean, I guess it's true in Dota as well. But not so much in HOTS. Like, it's really good to keep tending to the side lane.
Yeah. It's because they did this patch a while ago where the minions just kill each other so fast now. They used to not kill each other as fast, and then
Really?
there would be like massive waves that stacked up at a certain point on tier 2 turrets.
Ah.
But they like made a change where creeps just kill each other so fast now.
Oh.
And so you're actually missing out so much EXP and gold if you never go to side lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was another thing where you want to hit it right as they're CC'd,
Yeah.
which I guess would be helpful if you know which characters have CC and which don't.
Yeah, it's partially
Like
experience.
Viego has a stun, Yasuo has a stun, Bard has a stun.
I thought I was going to hit Nocturne there for sure. But I was CC'd for a while. And I was hitting E. I wanted to hit E when I come out, but I don't know when I'm going to come out of the CC. So I shouldn't have been queuing my E while I'm still CC'd. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, another habit you want to do is to like E right as you're about to be CC'd. So in
Buffer.
this case, you probably didn't know TF has a stun, but his pick a card lets him pick a gold card, and the gold card over his head means his next auto attack will stun.
The hell?
So here, you could E right as you're about to be stunned, and then that way you're like casting and making distance while you're CC'd anyway.
Right. This guy's like Gambit from X-Man.
Yeah, man, it's just so funny because you don't know what any of the characters do. This one, he has a spell shield, and if he blocks an ability with it, then he gets bonus attack speed.
Oh my god. So,
So that's
I
why
should
you're E did
see
nothing here.
when he turns it on?
Yeah, you can kind of, well, it's like kind of up to him to react, in my opinion.
Okay,
But yes,
so
you
it's-
can see when he turns it on.
So it's a feeling.
show it again.
Can you show it to me? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let me show the gold card.
I saw one card was a different color, or maybe all three were.
Blue, red, and gold.
Oh, I see. Gold is the stun?
Gold is a stun.
What
yeah,
about the
blue is
left?
a little bit of damage.
What about the left card he threw? Is that the stun as well?
No, that's just like a nuke ability that
Okay.
just deals damage. He throws 3 cards in a...
Okay.
Yeah.
Back now, Grubby. Back
And
now.
then-
I want the wave.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to back now.
Yeah, you wanted to go top here. That was ambitious.
And I was 20 seconds away from my ult, so I thought maybe I can still do some long distance fishing.
Uh-huh. Nah, you really want to just linger for like even 20 seconds and just like wait around for that. You want to be very efficient with everything.
Okay.
Efficiency is key in this game, using your time efficiently. Even thinking the long game, like what's at stake here is like Otacon, so maybe you could have recalled and played towards the Otacon side.
Right. You mean the thorned Otacon, right?
Yeah, they're all thorned.
Oh, okay.
They're all the same Otacon now.
Okay.
Okay, so here is a situation where it ended up being really funny, but how I view this, if I was playing macro in my game, was like, okay, I earned myself a move by pushing in deep. They need to react here. So it would be our time to, it would be my turn to like kind of look mid if they're going to contest the wave. If not, we can go do Otacon, pretty much. And their jungler showed topside. It was how I would have viewed this. What played out was pretty funny though. And, you know, this like cross map rotation, probably your teammates are not going to follow a lot of games. But yeah, this would be like a move timing as an ignite top laner. Is you got your wave in all the way. So this is how you spread the pressure and impact the map.
Get the deepest
mid
wave
and then bot.
possible, and then because I have ignite, I have to move to my team for a bit, look, and then return back to my lane if nothing is materializing.
Exactly. So you could look mid here for a little. If there's someone on the wave, maybe try to play on them. If it doesn't work, go back top.
Okay, yeah.
Or if they're not, if they're really giving everything up, maybe we can even hit Otacon. You could direct that through pings.
Yeah. But
yeah, this was funny. This guy was mad.
how come I saw him?
The scrying plant.
It lingers on the
you hit
creep. It does not linger as a general vision giver? Wait, does it?
Yeah. It'll linger on things that it hits.
It's like fairy fire. Okay.
So mad.
Dude, so Viego is recalling right now. Who came to my
honestly,
aid?
you probably should have died for this. Like if TF just ported on you.
Can he?
He's just like walking at you. Yeah, he could have ported on you. Like way earlier.
I can't believe
But,
it. I'm
they
lucky
just
with the
chased you
team.
so far. So this is just like something that worked out. But yeah, I don't know if it was great actually.
Nice play by Bart. Portal through, stun him against the wall.
Yeah.
I am gonna do this again, but I understand why it was not optimal.
Here you didn't get punished, but you want to be careful about your base being cancelled. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
If he walks up a little to check if you're taking a lazy recall, which you are, generally good habit to just back off to the closest bush.
Yeah. Did you call this
'Cause
a
if this
lazy
gets
recall?
cancelled,
No, I'm just asking
Well,
what
you're
you
not-
called it. I'm asking if I heard you correctly.
yeah, that's what I called it.
Okay. Lazy recall.
Because if he walks up and cancels your base, and then he walks up and cancels your base again, you know, you could
Yeah.
end up in that hell scenario again. Which
Yeah.
I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but
Yeah.
it feels like shit to just try and recall and get pushed all the way back and be like, fuck.
Yeah, it happened a lot actually. Weird. Actually,
here-
it happened today. Brand
It
killed
happened
me.
today.
Brand killed me after interrupting me like 3-4 times.
Here, I think you could play this two different ways. You can kind of like linger here and see if you can play off the guy who's kind of feeding. I think you made the right call where it's like, you know, you just want to play around your Viego who's strong. I think that's actually a mentality that will take you far. Like avoid fighting without your strongest player if you can.
Yeah, I hope I keep it. The mentality.
Yeah, and don't get caught up in doing something stupid like this.
You know.
I think you probably... It may have been better to help defend than go split after someone already gets picked, though.
In my mind,
just able to, like...
I was counting the numbers.
Uh-huh.
So in my mind, it's like, we're 4v5. No point to go back. Even if I go back, we're still down in numbers. Now we're 3v5.
Yeah.
Another one died. Now I'm definitely not going back. Then everyone dies. They ping me. And I think my conscience is clear.
It's just like kind of a cost-benefit analysis. I mean, your team shouldn't really be getting caught here, but ultimately, what do you get for going all the way top here? You know, you got like... You're pretty much just going to get this one wave and have to back.
I got the turret.
At like the 24-minute mark.
I got the tier
you did
3.
end up getting the turret. I'd say like this is kind of their mistake. I mean, it's kind of just like mistakes back and forth. They could definitely defend this if they wanted to, right? They have 2 TPs and a global.
And a global, semi-global, right?
Yeah.
How
And
big is it?
generally, like, splitting the tier 2 means you already kind of got everything you can get in that side, in my opinion. That makes it worth splitting that deep. Unless you're literally going to, like, end the game, which Urgot isn't the most, like, game-ending splitter. That would be more like a
Who-
Fiora or Trundle.
Fiora Trundle. Okay, I'm gonna add them to the list.
Okay. Yorik's a great splitter, too. Do you want to be a splitter?
Yeah, I want to have a splitter for when I get tilted.
Okay. Yeah, Yorik's a good one. Fiora, very mechanical. Trundle, very face roll, but has a lot of, like, hard matchups.
Ah. Fiora is very mechanical, then I'm gonna delete that.
Okay.
I like semi-mechanical, not max.
Okay, Trundle is like zero mechanics, just no brain. I think maybe you might like Yorick.
Okay,
You might
I'll
like
check-
Yorick.
I'll check him out.
And then here, if you have the awareness and you're scanning the map here, you can see this guy's TPing at 70%, and probably he ulted in the fight. So here I think you could have one-shot him off the TP. He's TPing right in your face, and you can just E him immediately off the TP.
Yep.
So that was like a slightly missed opportunity, but it's cool. You got the turret anyway. And then, honestly, it just kind of worked out this game. You died. Your team has to hold Baron 4v5, but they did, and they aced them.
Okay.
But there was a lot of good takeaways this game.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, let me try to summarize. My ward timings. Am I gonna get it right? Do I have?
Making sure that the wave is in like a good spot. That's like something you'll have to keep honing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then still just like the fine mechanics of like weaving in autos.
Yep.
I think nailing the level 1 play is going to be huge for you as Urgot.
Auto
'Cause
attack.
Urgot can
E.
do that in so many matchups.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep thinking about these on my next games.